Hello and terstele everyone. Today we are moving on in our alphabet journey to learn about terminal consonants. What are terminal consonants? Well, we've already learned how to end a sound in a vowel, but what about if a sound ends in a consonant? For example, the Tibetan greeting tashidelek, or the name sonam, or any of the other examples that could end in consonants. Don't worry, Tibetan has 10 possible terminal consonants, and only 10. The term used in Tibetan for a terminal consonant is Jenjuk, literally meaning used after. And these 10 Jenjuk are Ganga, Tana, Pama, A, Rala, Sa. Of these 10 Jenjuk, I like to split them into two groups. 5 that behave exactly how you'd expect, and 5 that can be a little bit more confusing. So let's start with the ones that behave just the way that you would expect them to. What exactly is a Jenjuk or a terminal consonant? We already know how to start a sound and how to add a vowel to it. A terminal consonant will end that sound with a consonant sound. Now, the 5 that I say behave normally do exactly what you'd expect. If you put them at the end of a sound, that sound closes off the syllable. So for example, ka is our first one. If we have the letter la, and then we have a ka as our Jenjuk, the sound is lak, lak, which means hand. Now let's take a look at the 5 Jenjuk that behave completely normally. These are ka, nga, pa, ma, and ra. The first one, ka, we already gave an example, so let's give a few more. If I have a ma, and then I add a gigu, ma, gigu, mi. If I add ga to the end, it becomes mik, which means I. You may notice that I'm saying mik, not mik. In English, we have a habit to sort of add almost a bit of an extra syllable to our terminal consonants. But in Tibetan, when they say terminal, they mean it. So mik is very, very short. It's almost a glottal stop. Of course, this works with multiple syllables too. So before we had laga, lak, which means hand. If we do laga, lak, and then we add a tsek and add pa, lak pa, is the full word for hand, because Tibetan can have partial words and full words. So lak pa means hand. Here's another example. Why don't you try reading it? In our first syllable, we have taga, tak, and then we have pa. So our ta ends with a ga sound, tak, and then we have pa. Takpa means rope. Here's another one. This one's just one syllable. So we know it's cha, and the vowel is naro, so cho, and then we add ga, it becomes cho. Cho means to be permitted. Here's one that I really like. It's very beautiful. Again, you can see from the text that it's 2 syllables. Our first syllable, ma dengbo me. Our second syllable, ta naro to ka tok, me tok. Me tok means flower. I mentioned that there are 5 terminal letters that all behave how we could say normally, which is to say, if this letter goes at the end, you just pronounce that sound at the end. And those letters are ka, like we already had, nga, pa, ma, and ra. So let's try nga. This is going to behave very, very simple. For example, one word that's absolutely fantastic is this. Kanga, kung, kung. And again, it's very terminal. I don't say kung, I say kung. Kung means any house or any building. If we want it to just be a house, we change it to kanga, kung pa, kung pa. But if it's just kung, we can have sakung. Sa means to eat, so a restaurant. Jakung. Ja means tea, so a tea house. Tongkang, that uses the same syllable again, isn't it? Tong means to sell, so what do you think a tongkang is? It's a shop. Let's try an example that uses both our nga Jenjuk and our ka Jenjuk. How do you think this word would be pronounced? Nga nga ngang, la ka la, ngang la. Ngang la means banana. Not necessarily the most useful word, but it's there, and it helps you practice what you know. One word that you've probably heard a lot if you study Buddhism is this one. Can you read it? Ta shabshu tonga tong. Tong means conch, like the conch that they blow. So as you can see, the nga Jenjuk behaves completely normally. So let's move on. So pa, this is another one. It's going to behave completely normally. It's going to end with a pa sound, a ba sound, right? But again, it's going to be terminal. This instead of pa, okay? In English, we say cap, but in Tibetan, it would be kap. So let's give a few examples, starting with one just like that. Kapa, kap. Kap means needle. Kap. Another example would be this. Can you read that? Pa shabshu pu pa pup. And again, we say pup. It stops there. It's not pup. It's pup. And that means a shield, like a warrior's shield. So as you can see, this pa behaves exactly how you'd expect it to be. It's just like if you put a B at the end of an English word, like K-A-B or P, okay? Nice and easy. Ma is going to work the exact same way. So for example, if you have this word, la ma lam means path. And again, it's lam, not lam. So how about this word here? Kambo. Yeah, high five to that. See, he knows. He says it with a comeback accent, so he says kambo instead of kambo. But that's just a difference of accent. So how about this word? How about this word here? Can you read it? Dom means bear. Getting some audience participation. And the last one of our Jenjuk to behave completely normally is our Ra Jenjuk. So it's going to be that ending, which might be a zh if you're with the Lhasa accent, or a r if you have kam or amdo accent. So once again, pretty easy. Ooh, this is a good one. How about this word? Chara, charpa. Charpa is rain. Another word that we use a lot is this one. Can you read it? Ka, para, par, kapar. Kapar is kapasana chizure. Tada. Kapasana phone. I've got a crowd of people using their kappa to take pictures of me, which is fine. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. How about this word? Gur means tent, not as in the black nomad tent. This is tent like a cloth tent. So these are the first 5 Jenjuk. Now remember, there are 10 Jenjuk, 10 terminal letters. The next 5 are a little bit more difficult. So you really want to get these at least a bit comfortable first, but they behave totally normally. Essentially, if we put these at the end, they're at the end of a sound. If it ends with a ma, it's going to be m. If it ends with a ba, it's going to be. If it ends with a ka, it's going to be k. If it ends with a nga, it's going to be nga. If it ends with a ra, it's going to be ra. So this is pretty easy. And of course, if you are enjoying these videos, please like, follow, subscribe, check out the Patreon, maybe leave a tip through coffee. Say hello and touchdale to all of my new friends here in Seinze. And I am looking forward to making more videos for all of you soon. Of course, if you have any questions or any confusions, you just pop them in the comments. Tuchche!